Now, just as we see the scramble to try to get into the center of the zone. Infinity IQ making some shots onto Solke. Are they able to bust out the buggy? No, instead they get ran over. Fireflux looking to do possibly even another run over from Solke. He jumps out but gets popped at the same time.
Trying his best to deal with this here, but it is difficult when you rock up on a location like this. Here comes Lutz once again. He's going for another one. Actually gets a full finish off, and he's able to finish it all off. Amazing to be able to get that kind of recovery, but they need to recover even a little bit more.
What a play there for Fireflux, but the battle has not stopped. Here comes Carrillo from Alpha 7 Esports, looking to apply some pressure onto GK as it's just Ragnar left. And you can see his Falcon there just saying, buddy, we're in trouble.
Yeah, Fireflux was going to be eliminated in the distance as well. Twisted Minds were able to finish them off. Recovering where they were was very difficult. Vampire also taking a fight here with 628 in the distance. There's fights going on everywhere, not only on the edge of the circle, but there was teams scrambling to try and send through the middle to get themselves a good spot.
Ragnar with the huge nade onto Alpha 7 is able to pick up another elimination. So Alpha 7, even though it's just one player, making mistakes, and they lose 2 in the process.
Definitely. Ragnar just going to pop some stims to get going. Carrillo still alive. Sees 628 in the distance here, trying to rotate on around him. But another nade, not able to get too much done. Thank anything for the background. Lovely.
628. Oh, that's another player from Alpha 7, so it's just Carrillo up left. And is he going to be able to hit that nade? Oh, Zing knocking it onto him. And that is Alpha 7 eliminated in 12th place.
Eliminated, but I'm sort of surprised 628 stuck around on this west side as long as they have done. I saw them in their vehicles. I thought...
Oh, 628 full sending it on a DRS. Maybe for some reason they thought that this was open. It is closed for
the head of the pack here. So maybe they weren't really expecting that. Spray's going to come in, tries to get in. They might have even got a wheel on that, but likewise, they're going to return fire, take him out. The rest of DRS not here to be able to support it.
Kind of a misplay there from Killer. Do you think he was just kind of holding that position, waiting for his team to get there?
Thankfully for them, they don't have to move too much just yet, so they can still prolong this out for a little bit, take it slow against them. Meku will go down. Likewise, Kitsune's gone as well here. Falcons cleanups Gladiators, and meanwhile on the other side, Rejects trying to dislodge the Vampire problem.
Very fortunate for Team Falcons to get that finish, and not to mention Kitsune running out of that. They're going to have to make some shots out of this vehicle, because you can see Stone popping out now. This is a really tough angle. This is still outside of the circle, but I think they just wanted to avoid the vehicle explosion.
Yeah, if this doesn't stalemate out, a Vampire might get really desperate and try and send it over the road, which, by the way...
Smokes, you got the buggy, you got the vehicle power. Meanwhile, though, Jing does clutch it up with a DBS. Ravenclaw is knocked. They want to be able to support their player. They don't want to lose anybody right now. I'm surprised we're not seeing another vehicle drive up. Maybe they're just thinking it's too risky with that DPS.
Oh, there was a nade there, and it will shut him down. So they take the calculated play on this one. Stay on this side of the road, get rid of the 2 that were there, and they should be able to recover as a 4-man. But again, they're edge-heavy here, so they've still got absolute giants as Ravenclaw is going to pepper a few shots into Falcons. Ace is going to go down. Falcons here is getting shredded up because of Vampire eventually pushing over the road.
And not to mention their hesitancy. They could have pushed on Stalwart, but like you mentioned, they could have thought that there was still a full squad there. They hesitated for a little bit, and now that off angle from Vampire is really biting them in the butt.
Yeah, the slow roll over the road whilst Falcons was preoccupied with the north. If Falcons is waiting for a team to come over, because they had very limited options, those teams on the other side of the road.
I'll tell you what, though, this is a mass going to be looking directly at them. They're going to have to make something happen like crazy.
Don't know why I couldn't scrabble together Alter Ego, but they're out getting knocked in the distance as well by Tiamber, who have now pushed on against them. Nade's going to rain down on their position here, and Stalwart is now gone. They will go down in 7th.
So here we go. Let's see what Alter Ego could do. Can they defend this position? Beautiful nade there from Octa. Onto Tiamba, over with 1 HP, but he's going to go ahead and throw over a nade right on top of them. Meanwhile, we're going to see Ren with the drive in. He's got the DBS locked and loaded. It is a 2v1 situation, but that smokes.
Ooh.
Oh, it did eliminate those sight lines, but man, Alter Ego, they are on it when it comes to their gun skill.
It was a good fight back, especially since the position they're in is quite nadeable. So, I mean, that could be another opportunity here for someone like Twisted Minds if they have the resources, but I don't think they do. They've already been through a lot of combat here throughout this game, as on the opposite side, Vampire versus Box might be the brewing conflict that was on the way.
Rolkis, very familiar name. You can see him right there on the edge, looking to make things happen. Ravenclaw, the entire team of Vampires up, and now they're applying pressure on the box. This team is doing a great job of just eliminating squads on this edge lane. That's 10 eliminations, double digits, the most we've seen so far, and they're not done yet.
Yeah, this feels like All-Stars Vampire right now, especially for that day one that we saw for them in the All-Stars. Really good usage of smokes. They've been rolling from fight to fight, so they've been able to steal some utility from their opponents as well. If they deal with Box, they might have this in the bag.
I think so. It's totally possible. I mean, especially with how they're playing. There's something about getting into the action early on. Your reflexes are just that extra quarter second quicker than those teams that have just been waiting for the fight to come to them. Box losing one player. Meanwhile, we're seeing a lot of snake play happen, and that is because there is just no cover in this zone.
Yeah,
it is all open field, baby.
It is a very difficult location to play. You can see so much prone gaming going on right now.
Oh, yeah.
Because what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? If you do not have a great vehicle fort, if you don't have some rocks here or there, this dip obviously is fantastic, but you can see how many have tried
direction, but he's also focused on his back because there's so many shots happening here. If Crippo stands up, he's going down immediately. He knows it, so he has to snake it the whole way.
He saw Potato. He did see Potato from his third person, unless he was looking in another direction. But anyway, we've got him now. Big push in here from Vampire.
Here we go. Stone applying the pressure onto Box, looking to finish him out, and they do.
Whoa.
Vampire taking out every single player on the edge. They are on fire right now.
Like that. A click of the finger, and they were gone. That was brutal to look at there. Vampire, what a great push by them. Man, I don't know how the other teams are going to be able to respond to this. DRS, Twisted Minds, Alter Ego, on the opposite side of this, they're going to crunch down on one another, and Vampire is just going to clean up the scraps.
I mean, look at the difference. Every single player is laying down, trying to survive. Meanwhile, Vampire standing up, just applying crazy pressure, saying, we don't need the tall grass. We just need this M4, baby. Tony K forwarding on in. Gante does get knocked, though. Maybe a double knock is tough, but Ravenclaw does pick him up in the meantime, and that is DRS out, so that one is down to a 2v2.
Maybe too bold, though. Who knows? Because losing those two players really takes away a lot of your advantage. Going to try and get Schweppes up here, but they do have some nades in hand. If they're in nade range, this could be deadly here for Vampire. The circle's pushing them. They have to move away from this rock before Alter Ego has to move themselves.
Octa applying the pressure.
He's just holding it. He hold the angle.
Hold the angle. Just keep on that suppressive fire. Let Papa Blue do the work
just hold the angle.
And this should be an easy dub for Alter Ego. Meanwhile, Vampire going out at the end of it.